Welcome to SENS Talk. My name is Brandon and I'm your host. Before we get started, please follow us on Twitter at SENSTalk_ for live updates of the games and of course breaking news. As well, please check out our sponsor SeatGiant.ca and use the code SENSTalk to get discounts on Senators tickets. Using that code and using SeatGiant.ca really helps us make these videos, so I'd really appreciate the support there. Tonight's game was the first game of 2018. I hope everyone had a happy and safe New Year's. Tonight's game was in Detroit in the new Little Caesars Arena against the Detroit Red Wings. Your Ottawa Senators taking on the Red Wings. Starting goaltenders was Craig Anderson for the Senators and Jimmy Howard for the Detroit Red Wings. A couple of notes before the game. Plenty of trade speculation surrounding the lowly Ottawa Senators. Mike Hoffman name coming up quite a bit. Robbie Fabry would most likely be included in a deal, considering the Blues are very interested in Mike Hoffman. And a prospect like Thomas or Kyrou might be involved as well. That's straight from Elliot Freeman and Bruce Garriott. So, Fabry's good. He has a lot of injury past, and Thomas and Kyrou are very good prospects, but I prefer to keep Hoffman. But if Pierre Dorion can pull off a trade like this and not get a lopsided trade like the Burrows for Dahlin trade, I won't be as mad. But there's also a couple other things. Paul was sent back down. Nick Paul was sent back down to the AHL to the Belleville Senators for Dumont, who is taken off the IR. As well, Frederick Claesson returned to the lineup tonight from his two-game suspension from the hit on Achari against the Bruins, and as well, Ben Harper was scratched. Let's get to the first period of tonight's game. 11 minutes in, Senators and Red Wings get trading some chances. Anderson making some big saves. 11 minutes in, Athanasiou puts one past Anderson on a turnover from Carlson. A bad defensive lapse around the net. Athanasiou pokes his 7th of the year, assisted by Mantha and Furk. 1-0 Red Wings. To the second period we go. Senators and Red Wings get some chances as well. Very low-scoring game this one was. But the highlight of the Senators season happened in this period. In the midway through of the second period, the Senators got a power play chance because they had a penalty. And there was a delayed penalty against the Detroit Red Wings. So the Senators, for 1 minute and 38 seconds, passed the puck back and forth crisply, didn't put it in their own net. And doing that gave them 1 minute 45 of power play time. Speaking of the power, this you have to look it up on Twitter or something. This was really cool. 1 minute 38, delayed penalty, didn't let the Red Wings touch it, killed the penalty off practically, and 1 minute 45 of power play time. Speaking of that, though, of the power play and special teams, Mark Crawford was switched with Martin Raymond. They both switched their duties. So Mark Crawford switched as the power play coach, Martin Raymond as the penalty kill coach. I don't know why they would do this late in the season when the season's practically over. With the standings where they're like 12 or 16 points out of a playoff spot, defending where you look on wild card or division spot. 16 out of division spot, by the way. Doesn't really make sense, but they want to get something going, I guess, see what they got for next year. That's what they're saying on Sports, and I tend to agree. Crawford has some good experience as a power play coach. I don't really know too much about Martin Raymond, but I know Crawford has some experience. They have an umbrella format, so Carlson is on the side looking for the pass. Hoffman's in the middle for deflections, not one-timers. Chabot is controlling the blue line, so something interesting there, but they couldn't score on the power play. We go to the third period now, where only 40 seconds in, Ryan Dzingel pokes it past Jimmy Howard, his 10th of the year for Ryan Dzingel. What a complete player this guy is. Speed, can finish with goals. He's definitely a solid top 6 player. His 10th of the year for a low-scoring team the Senators are. That's a bright spot on the team. Tie game for Ottawa. We go to the overtime period as the Red Wings get so many opportunities. Hit a couple of posts in the final minute. A few big saves by Anderson, including a penalty shot and a couple breakaways. Speaking of breakaways, 6 minutes, 6 seconds in, Athanasiou breaks right past Erik Karlsson, backhands it past Anderson. The Red Wings win 2-1. Anderson couldn't stop that. Can't blame Anderson. He kept the Senators in the game, kept the Senators with the point at least, and he was very, very angry after the Red Wings won only 6 seconds into that overtime period. Skated off very, very angrily, and I completely understand that. This was one of the better games Craig Anderson has played, if not the best game Craig Anderson has played this season, and the Senators just did not look ready and did not look organized to start off that overtime period. And Athanasiou made them pay for it, his second of the night, 8th of the year. Red Wings win 2-1. And really, There's a couple of times in this game where it really was a nutshell of the season for the Senators, where Bobby Ryan had an empty net, hit the post, and covered up by Howard, and as well as Anthony Nacio goal 6 seconds in, really shows the Senators' season where sometimes they don't get the big save and they allow 5-6 goals. Sometimes they get the big save and they still lose. There's, for some reason, with a team, in my opinion, with a roster like this that should be a playoff team, and it's not going to be a playoff team, but it should be a playoff team, or at least fighting for a playoff spot. I don't know what the problem is. You could blame the coaching. There's certainly reasons to blame the coaching. You could blame the goaltending, but if you have a game like this, the team just does not look energized. You could blame the coaching. You could blame this. You could blame that. All around, Senators need to make a trade and need to make a smart one. Need to unload the bad contracts and need to unload the veterans they don't need, like Dumont and Oduya and Burrows. All these bad contracts get rid of. You could get rid of Phaneuf as well. Old guy, too much money. Get the young breed in, like Yaros in England, Harper. Start it fresh, retool it. Next year, let's get right back on track. Because this year, the Senators have fallen right off the cliff of where they belong. And by the way, a little goaltending update. Marcus Hogberg looks fantastic in Belleville. Second win in a row for Belleville, with for Marcus Hogberg making 35 saves tonight against the Binghamton Devils, the former AHL team for the Senators. Shots on goal after the first period, 14-11 Ottawa, 11-11 tie after the second. Third period, 12-9 Detroit, including a final frenzy in the final minute. And overtime, 1-0 with the one lone shot in the first 6 seconds for Anthony Nacio. Final tallies were 35-34 Red Wings. Face-offs, Ottawa, one of the better teams in the face-off department, 39 wins, 59.1. Red Wings 26, 40%. Ottawa's power play and Red Wings power play went 0 for 1, and the hits were 23-18 Senators, shots 35-34. The SENS YouTube star of the night was Craig Anderson. Without him, Senators would not even gotten a point, and without Craig Anderson, the Senators probably would have gotten embarrassed. A couple of posts, a few breakaway saves, including a penalty shot save on Dylan Larkin. So plenty of chances there, or Anthony Nacio, so plenty of chances for the Red Wings to take advantage of the depleted Senators and the lowly Senators, and Craig Anderson stood tall tonight. I really feel for the guy because he did not deserve this loss, and the Senators just gave him the loss. It's too bad, but that's the way the Senators are going to play this year, and that's the results they're going to get. So thank you all for watching. Please follow us on Twitter @SensTalk_ for live updates of the games and, of course, breaking news. Please like us on Facebook at SensTalk, add us to our circles on Google Plus SensTalk, click the big red button down there, and subscribe to us. Like this video, share this video, every circle stuff. Please check out our website, SensTalkCentral.com. We update every single day. I would really appreciate that. Of course, check out our sponsor, SeatGiant.ca. Use code SENSTALK to get discounts on Senators tickets. As well, like I said, check out our website, SensTalkCentral.com. We update it every single day. Please click right here for the season playlist, right here for our most recent upload, and right here to subscribe to us, and please put on the notification bell. I hope everyone had a safe and happy New Year. I'll see you next time when the Senators take on the San Jose Sharks. I'll see you then. Go Sens, go.